So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking to... So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Here's quickly. They trail by 3, taking a look at the Grizzlies. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. MP out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 5. Barrett for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I talked with the Raptors head coach earlier. We talked about the game plan he has in place for John Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you've already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Ingram attacking. Pass to Barnes. That one's good from the corner. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
In the always evolving game of Barnes, I like seeing him waste no time there, letting that one go.
Here's MP, rejected by Ingram. And here is quickly. Now here's Barnes. Puts it up from 12, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Barnes has got 6 points.
Oh, great decision-making from Barnes there. So good at letting the pick and roll develop.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. MP with it. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Now here's Ingram, covered by Wells, with 4 seconds on the clock. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Raptors out in front. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
They've got Dick, and it's Mamu Karashvili in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Dick wide open from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Dick's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors. MP against Dick. Kept alive. Clark, and he uses the glass on the layup. Clark's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Dick. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Looking to get it going. MP strong inside.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protect.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pay.
Now let's break down the first half of our game. The Grizzlies are locked in a tight one.
You know, I love where they're.
And that'll do it for half.
Second half of basketball. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. To the middle. Here's quickly. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
So on the floor for Memphis. Edie out there with Jackson. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's MP. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
MP kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Carries it from three-point range. Caldwell-Pope's got 5.
Well, you have to appreciate how Caldwell-Pope always stays ready. Ready to jump in and make the play.
And Barrett slams it in.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. MP inside. Quickly covering the layup off target. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's MP. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson Jr. has a great feel around the glass, creating second chance opportunities.
The kick out to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Faster quickly. And the Raptors miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here comes MP. Misses from close range. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
John Glandale's checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In 3rd, the Grizzlies.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's MP. Rebound by the Raptors.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Jerome passes to MP. Goes up on the wing. That's short off the rim.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, but there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Dick, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Dick against MP. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ingram against Jackson. Pass to Murray Boyle. No good on that one.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
MP inside. Dick defending. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from MP. The Raptors making a switch here. Birtles checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Brandon Clark. Pippen comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Ty Jerome. And now Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rakovic was going over with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Ingram. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now MP. He takes it in. Morant outside. A 3-ball by Morant.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Here's Dick. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. A 3-pointer.
Timeout.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yes.
Calls timeout. They lead by 15. So, coach, in the last 26 years, only 3 Eastern Conference teams have been NBA Finals favorites. Anything need to change there?
You know, I really don't think so, Kevin. I'm not sure it matters to people. I mean, the NBA Finals, you're going to have one team from the East, one team from the West, and people are going to watch because you're down to the last series for a championship. I think it's a conversational point to talk about one conference dominating, but I don't think in a given year fans really care.
Here's MP. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Great pursuit. Got the second chance bucket. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Shed. 6 to shoot. From outside, it's And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. There was a...
Well, Mama said there'd be days like...
Hey, with all due respect, I don't know your moms, but a disappointing game like this...
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you.